अस्सलाम वालेकुम। तो आज हम पढ़ेंगे डेमोक्रेसी के बारे में। डेमोक्रेसी की जो बेसिकली डेफिनेशन है वो है डेमोक्रेसी में बी डिफाइंड एज अ सिस्टम ऑफ गवर्नमेंट बेस्ड ऑन द कंसेंट ऑफ द गवर्नड. It is a political and social system signifying the free and organic participation of the whole people for the common good. In Athens, during 5th century BC, all male adult citizens had the right to attend the General Assembly, which met 10 times a year. The assembly enacted all laws, elected the state's officials, and could compel the state's leader to appear before it to justify their actions. Two distinct concepts played an important role in the evolution of modern democratic ideals. The main impetus to democratic thought came from the concept of natural rights that got popular support during the last phase of medieval ages. These concepts laid much emphasis on preserving the sanctity of individual rights. Almost all the exponents of the theory of natural rights pleaded the cause of equal rights of all to political participation. Later, the French Revolution translated the theory of natural rights into political reality. From that time onward, the idea that democracy is the best form of government gained deep roots. The supporters of laissez-faire doctrine also contributed positively in the development of democratic ideas. They struck down on the theory of absolutism and that of totalitarianism and projected the cause of fundamental freedoms. The individualist indoctrinated the idea in the public mind that only a democratic system can ensure the welfare of the people. Democracy and economic liberalism have been a keen thought in England during the last century. At present, democracy had merged in the form of welfare concept of state. डेमोक्रेसी की और भी बहुत सारी डेफिनेशंस है। तो यहाँ पे कुछ जो ऑथर्स या जो पॉलिटिकल साइंटिस्ट उन्होंने डेमोक्रेसी के बारे में जो डिफाइन किया है डेमोक्रेसी को, तो यहाँ पे कुछ उनके नाम के साथ उनके डेफिनेशंस है। तो पहले डेफिनेशन, द वर्ड डेमोक्रेसी कंसिस्ट ऑफ टू ग्रीक वर्ड्स डेमोस एंड क्राटिया मीनिंग पीपल एंड गवर्नमेंट रिस्पेक्टिवली. In simple language, it means government of the people. Democracy signifies a political system in which people are given political participation. In every democracy, there exist such institutions through which public opinion can be formed and expressed, while administrative system is carried on in accordance with the aspiration of people. The popularly elected governments took after people's interest and provide equal opportunities to all for the realization of their best selves. Theoretically speaking, no class or any exalted individual can come into political power on heredity basis. Rather, all the citizens enjoy equal political rights. According to Professor Sleeley, democracy provides a form of government in which every citizen participates in governmental affairs. Lord Brace says that in the democratic government, the right to rule does not belong to any specific class. Rather, all individuals of the society share this power collectively. In the word of Abraham Lincoln, democracy is the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. It is worth noting that Aristotle regarded democracy as a perverted form of polity, whereas in modern time, the term democracy is understood in the sense in which Aristotle talked of the ideal form of democracy, with politely. As a code of life, in order to appraise and analyze the real nature of democracy, it must be made clear that democracy is not merely a political precept. It is rather a socio-economic and political concept and must be taken in a wider sense. If it is understood in political sense only, that is as a form of government merely, it loses its significance. Most modern political theorists have regarded democracy as a complete worldly system of life that regulates human conduct in all phases of activity. That is why many prerequisites prerequisites are prescribed for the smooth functioning of this system. Thus, the enforcement of economic justice and nourishment of civic virtues is indispensable for democracy. It is to be noted that there is every possibility that an elected government may behave autocratically, whereas a dictatorship may behave democratically. It is therefore inevitable that democracy should not be interpreted merely in terms of electing the rulers. अब देखते हैं काइंड्स ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी कौन कौन सी है। टू टाइप्स ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी आर मेंशन्ड इन पॉलिटिकल लिटरेचर, direct and indirect democracy. In a direct system of democracy, citizens have direct political participation, as was the practice in state with limited population. Nevertheless, even at present, certain devices of direct democracy exist in the form of initiative, referendum, and recall, especially in Switzerland. At present, the prevailing form of democracy is based on popular representation, according to which citizens elect their representatives after regular intervals to shoulder the responsibilities of government. The representatives are accountable to the people. Many devices have been opted by different democracies to get the participation of people in political decision making.